So Merry Christmas. It was worse than all the other masses so far. But that's what I expected, because it's kind of weird, 60 degrees, and it's still Christmas. And you know how I know it's still the Christmas season? Not because of all this. This will all be gone tomorrow. It's because my neighbors still have their lights on. So I'm hoping that they also know Christmas ends today, and they probably won't take the lights on, right? Because that's the New Hampshire thing, is just leave the lights up till next year now. They just shut them on. So I'm hoping they at least shut them on. So we hear about Jesus' baptism today, and if you remember in Advent, we heard two stories about John the Baptist. So John the Baptist in Advent, and then we conclude the Christmas season with the story of Jesus' baptism. And so I ask if anybody here remember their baptism. I know we got at least one person that should. Anybody remember their baptism? Yeah? Anybody else? Do you remember your baptism? You're kind of young. Pretty good. We got a young one back there that remembers his baptism. He was probably like two days old or something. I was 35 days old when I got baptized, so I don't remember any of it. I looked it up. I was baptized on December 5th, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I've decided that in 2020, every homily is going to have some Star Wars reference. Today's was easy to spot, right? Until he succumbs and watches at least one movie. So if he wants it to go away, he's got to watch it. My children were baptized in this parish by Baptismal Recall, and I was obviously present for that, but I couldn't tell you when. My wife told me what months. I don't know that she remembers the days. I'm going to look up what day they were baptized, and I'm going to send them cards this year reminding them of their baptism. But that theme of baptism struck me along with Father Mike's homily last week, where he talked about his sister when he heard his call to the priesthood, and he told her about it. She said, "I'm not sure I'm ready to be the sister of a priest." And it reminded me about my decision or process of thinking about becoming a deacon, because I used to sit in the back over there and hide from God, in my opinion. That's what I was trying to do. So not like any of you find people in the back are hiding from God, but I was. But it doesn't matter. That baptism calls us to doing God's will. And no matter how much I tried to hide, this, I think, is what I'm supposed to be doing for God. And to be honest, if I was doing what I wanted to do, I'd still be sitting out there with you rather than standing in front of people and talking, because I don't know that I'll ever get comfortable with this. When I told my family that I was thinking of becoming a deacon, and my friends, I didn't get the same reaction that Father Mike did. I got, "You're going to be a deacon? You?" That was okay for my friends. It kind of made me think and take inventory of what did they think of me and what was I doing during the week, and was it inconsistent with what I do on Sundays. But I even got that from my mother. "You're going to be a deacon?" I never got to explore with her why she said that, but it was interesting. I even got that from my mother. But I thought about that baptism and what it calls me to do, and one of the things I get to do as a deacon is today, after the two all masses today, I get to baptize two children, so I get to make new Catholics today. It's one of my favorite things to do. You notice I said I get to do that, because I think in our lives a lot of times we say, "I have to do this, I have to go to church, I have to go to work, I have to do this." It sounds like an obligation. And the last thing I want to do is talk about anything I get to do for God in His church like it's an obligation. It's a privilege that I get to baptize children. How many people get to make new Catholics? I get to participate in that with God and make new Catholics. So I get to baptize two children today. I get to read the Gospel at Mass. One of the other things I get to do in the parish that Father Mike has asked me to do is to work with people that are on the process of becoming Catholic, or interested in becoming Catholic. And so I'm working with an individual that you probably all know because he's here at Mass today. I'm going to call him out. But when we first started talking, I asked him, "Why do you want to become Catholic?" And he said to me, and this was an emotional thing for him, he said, "I've watched my children go through the sacraments, and I feel like I've missed what they've experienced." And that was a very emotional thing for him, which I thought was fantastic, because I think the opposite. I completely missed my baptism at 35 days old. He's going to get to experience it. To me, that's what the process is all about. It's not about it takes a lot of courage, I think, to say, "I want to become Catholic in this world," and to stand in front of people and receive those sacraments. But at the same time, my opinion of having worked with a lot of people doing that, it's all about experiences. You only get to experience your baptism once. And so it was done when I was 35 days old. I'll never get to experience that again. At best, I can experience it through my children or other people. So, your baptism. If you don't remember it, you're reminded of it constantly. And if you don't think so, you reminded yourself of it today coming into the church, but you probably missed it. You dipped your hand in the fonts on the way in and blessed yourselves. We do it all the time when we enter a church. We dip our hands in the holy water and bless ourselves. But it's automatic. It's so automatic that when you probably try to do it during Lent when the fonts are empty, right? You find yourself going in there and there's no water and you go, oh yeah, I forgot, it's Lent. So when you walk out today and you do it again on the way out of church, it's your reminder of your baptism. And one of the things about baptism is it calls us to this kind of thing. It calls us to proclaiming Jesus, his death and resurrection for us in the world. It's not optional. It's an obligation from our baptism. And it's completed in your confirmation when you complete the process of initiation. So if you've been confirmed, you've said personally, I want to go out into the world and proclaim this. Now it's not easy, right? Not everybody can stand up here. I'm surprised that I can. But at the same time, we're called to do that whether it's just through our actions and how we treat one another. So all week long, you should be reminding yourself of that call to baptism, that Jesus does everything for us first. He came, he suffered, he died. He experienced baptism. He fulfills all the sacraments. He's done everything before we've had to do it. So it's our obligation. He ends the Gospel of Matthew with that great commission telling us that that's our obligation. In fact, that's the Gospel I'll use at the baptisms today. But one of the things that's said at the baptism that reminds you of what you're called to be is that, Father Mike mentioned last week, you're called to be priest, prophet, and king. And so that prayer that was said at your baptism is, God the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ has freed you from sin, given you a new birth by water and the Holy Spirit, and welcomed you into his holy people. He now anoints you with the chrism of salvation. As Christ was anointed priest, prophet, and king, so may you live always as members of his body, sharing everlasting life. That call to priest, prophet, and king is summarized, like I said, at the end of Matthew's Gospel, where he gives that great commission that we're to go out into the world, make disciples of all nations, baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teach them all that Jesus has commanded us to. That's our mission. That's our job as Catholic Christians. We come here to be renewed. We walk out reminded of our baptism and then go out into the world to perform that great commission. So let that be on our minds this week as we interact with each other in our families and at work, that reminder of baptism, again, is an obligation for us in the world to do what Jesus commanded us.